We are doing a Tcos tier list. So let's get right into it. The first person we have on the list is Sparkle, and you already know where I'm going to put her. She's just too hard. I cannot do her legs that properly. I'm sorry. Okay, next up is Blue Square. He's kinda good, the best one I made. But he's not the best one I made yet. Rubber Band, he was my favorite when I first made him, so I'm gonna put him in the good. Scarf is one of the best I made. Blankets is a good one I made, is the best one I made. Cup is actually a meh. I don't like her that much. Araki is going in the best one I made. He's amazing when I first wrote him. Robot is actually a meh for me. I cannot stand. Matchbox is kind of a good contestant, so I'm gonna put her in the good section. Glasses into one of the good ones. Next up is Domino, season 2. All right, but Domino is going in the kinda. He's good and bad at the same time. Notepad is meh. Door is kinda. Ring, I regret making her. And Cube is non-binary. Okay. So the reason I put Cube into the worst one I made, I included them as a legless and then they gained arms, okay? And it makes 0 sense why I did that. But yeah, they're kind of good, but yeah, I don't really like them that much. Okay, Purple Plate is next. He's a kind of good. And TV Tray is the worst one I made yet, by far. Green Screen is actually a good one I made. Keyboard is my favorite, so I'm going to put him in the best one I made. Because when I first drew him before, he was amazing. Red Rubik's Cube is non-binary as well. But the reason I'm putting the non-binary in, because everyone has a sexuality in the show, he just doesn't do anything that much. And he's probably the worst I made with the fact that he has no mouth either. Bed is one of the good ones I made. Magnet is the worst one I made so far. I don't know why people like him. Because I made a voting poll saying who was your favorite in season 2 or season 3, whatever. And 2 people liked Magnet. I don't know why. Next up is Wildcard. He's a meh for me that much. Now I'm gonna include Notepad in the kinda section because he's kind of good, kind of not at the same time. Stick Boy is the worst one I made. Purple Speaker is one of the best I made so far with Mappy. And Blue Colored Pencil is going into the kinda. The last one we have on the list is Phone. So yeah, I have no idea where to put him. He's good and bad at the same time, but he's going in the kinda section. The reason I don't like him that much is because I regret making that one scene in the final episode of season 1. I'm not gonna put the clip because you can go watch it yourself. But yeah, I can not get that out of my head. That's just the worst. Also, if you're wondering why I concluded Scarf in the best ones I made, he's been good in the reboot, the way I wrote him and Adobe wrote him. So he has to get the number 1 spot, But, yeah, not because I like Blanket or anything. She has to go in the best spot. She's a host, Also, if I included her in the bad section, people would hate me for that. But she's a good host, though. She's a really good host. Sparkle is going last on the list. I cannot stand the way I draw her legs. Every time when I'm making an episode before, the legs would be the worst part of the entire thing. I'm not saying I hate Sparkle of her personality. I just probably the worst one I made for so far. Also, I missed a few characters. So the reason I didn't include Card, and Blanket Jr. is because I don't like them that much. But Card is going in the good section, except you can't see him right now. And Blanket Jr. is going into one of the worst ones I made so far. I'm not even kidding. Also, if you're wondering about Orange Blanket in his show, that show is just canceled. Also, Sleeping Pill was supposed to get out with 1 vote. Yeah, the show is permanently canceled forever. It's never going to come back, but I'll give up to one of my friends, even on the crew, but who knows. But Yeah, he's just one of the orange blanket is one of the best ones I made so far, because I was gonna give him like a whole power and he would be fighting a bunch of things, a backstory for him. I was gonna make that video, but it was cut for yeah. So this is my Tcos tier list. You can make your own, but if you want to, or no, whatever works with you. But yeah, this is just my tier list, my opinion on the characters. You're saying wedding ring is good, I'll put her at the top. I'm kidding, she's going here.